All right, so let's get going, continue on with this date of 424. Now I still like 49, still love it, but I'm loving this one too. So that's the one I'm researching right now. I'm looking at all of so I Pet Goats release at their particular website, the 424. I mean, it's 13 years, 10 months of include both dates. It turns into 1311. So you have your 311 code. 121 does begin the hours. 166 in the months. 138 begins the percentage of a common year. I don't even know why I left that up. The total solar does kind of connect for us. Uh, that began the X across America, the two total solars that formed an X across America, 821. Now, when he said, I am the chosen one, that was 821 2019. I heard today. We need to look at that. But right now, this one is 3,168. And we know 68 is his match in reverse reduction. It's Donald J. Trump is 68 in reverse reduction gematria, and Antichrist is 68 in reverse reduction gematria. That's why they did 2001: A Space Odyssey in 1968, so on and so forth. It's 8 years, 8 months, 3 days. You have your 883 code, 88 being, 83 is murder. On Rising Day, it would be 3170. Let's look at the 821 2019. Oof. 24, 38. So 24 is the date, 38 is death. In simple gematria, 38 is murder in reverse reduction gematria. It's 348 weeks. Remember, 34 in the same cipher is his name. 34 is murder in the same cipher where his name is. I guess I need to go ahead and memorize that one. Um, Gematria calculator. So when we do in the four base ciphers, when we do murder, whichever one gives us that 34, it's reduction. Then we key in his name. Donald Trump is 48. So in the same one, it's murder. It's his name, 48 in reduction, where it's 34 for murder. So when I see that 348, it's a blending of murder Donald Trump. And where was I? Yeah, it's 348 in the weeks. So big deals galore. The fact that it's 2,438 days to the 24th, where it's death and murder. And that's when he said, I am the chosen one. Somebody had to do it. That's a big deal. Donald Trump said, I am the chosen one. Somebody had to do it on August 21st. August 21st, 2019, I am the chosen one, Trump proclaims. There it is. So look at that cipher there. Look what you're seeing. Now you run it to the rising day, it's even better. 440. 440 is Antichrist in the Jewish Hebrew Gematria. Goodness gracious, I think we got our date. Ah, what? Holy cow. That's impossible. This was a personal cipher, and they came to 22, 357, 22. The 22nd prime number is 79, which is murder in simple gematria. 357 is the amount of verses in the book of Daniel. And this personal cipher, this person, wow, I don't know. We're just gonna tell you what I need to do. 23088 on another personal cipher. Holy cow. Oof. Hooah. All right. Let's look at the total solar in 2020. Have I already done that on 1214, which was the midpoint of the two total solars that made the X across America? There's nothing. It is 279 in the week. 79 is murder and simple gematria. So the weeks do give it to us. You always look for days, weeks, months, years. I live in Polk County, James K. Polk. This county is something else. That's all I'm going to say. And he's born on November 2nd, 1795. And so when I run November 2nd, 1795, the birth of Polk, which my county is named for, his birthday to our murder date, fake staged event to the twin clone body double, but 84,179. 79 is murder and simple gematria. Bingo boingo. That's a bingo direct hit. The Da Vinci Code, May 17th, May 19th of 2006. May 17th, May 19th. 7282. Oh boy. Oh boy. 19 years, 11 months, 7 days. You have 9/11 fused with 11/7. Hooah! When you run it to the, when you run it to oh, I shouldn't crack myself up like that. When you run it to the rising day, it's 19 years, 11 months, 9 days. So you have 9/11 forwards and backwards. And it's really 9/11. The 11/9 is Donald code. That's Donald in the Jewish Hebrew gematria. So Al Pacino, who played the devil, the devil's advocate, he won an Oscar. What film did Al Pacino win an Oscar for? Because he might have won more than one. So yeah. So when I did the hooah, it was Al Pacino in Scent of a Woman. What is wrong with me? How come I can't stop laughing? So let's go to Scent of a Woman, where the devil wins the Oscar. What in the world? Where the devil wins the Oscar. 105323. And and he's in that movie with okay, Chris O'Donnell. All right. So it's got only one date, December 23rd, 1992. December 23rd, 1992. Okay? Let's go for it. Ah, 121 Antichrist on the rising day. Now, this is just so big. I don't even. It's 12175, so it's a fusion of Antichrist 121 with Revelation 17:5, where Mystery Babylon the Great is in all capital letters. Well, each word, the beginning letter is capitalized in the King James. It's 33 years, 4 months, 1 day. It's 400 months, 1 day. But this 121 Antichrist for when the devil won the Oscar, theoretically speaking, May 17th, May 19th, 2006. Whatever happened when I ran that? Yeah, May 17th, and then let's run to the 24th. Let's run the May 19th also. Now, when you run the May 19th, then it's perfect. I'm sorry, it's perfection. We should have kept going. On the rising day of the May 19th date, it is 19 years, 11 months, 7 days. So you have 9/11 fused with Revelation 11:7, which that's what 9/11 was all about, was Revelation 11:7. Because September was once the seventh month, and most countries write the date backwards. So it was really about 7/11, but 11/7. Most countries write the date backwards from us, or we're backwards from them. Hooah, folks! This date's killing it right now. It's got murder code and death code. Da Vinci Code does in the URL, and we just saw the direct smash hit. The running time is 149 minutes, which is Antichrist and one of the four base ciphers. When you run Antichrist, you're going to get that 149 in reverse. And that's the length of it. There's your 121, there's your 68, there's your 49. Look at that, 149 in a minute, it's Antichrist. Folks, it's popping, it's killing it. It's killing it, it's popping. The number 424 in the Jewish Hebrew is a match with North Korea. So we'll have to keep our right eye on North Korea, won't we? But 426, when you key that number in, which is the date of the rising, when Satan possesses the body and he goes into perdition, running the red horse, black horse, pale horse over to the abomination of desolation at the end of World War III. This 420, nobody's going to know that Satan's possessing his body. Everybody's going to think he's dead. He doesn't come back from the dead until he has presented himself as coming back from the dead in what is known as the abomination of desolation. But I want you to look right here. 426 comes to make America great again. Are you kidding me? No, we are not. In simple gematria, that comes to 163, which is the first half of his number. When you multiply 6 times 14 times 1946, the number is 163,464. So there's your 163 right there. Which matches make America great again? April 24th does come to Patrick Swayze, so we started running stuff with him. 73 years, 8 months, 6 days, so you get 86 code. It's 30, it's on the weeks, it's 3,844, so you have your 38 for death and murder, and you get your 44 for Book of Revelation, 44 verses, 645, 888 in the hours. It's popping all over the place. He was called the Antichrist in Donnie Darko. He was kind of the mirror image of Donnie. They always do mirror images in movies, 9 times out of 10. Yeah, but he did Breaking Point, which is all about this right eye wound in a movie called Point Break. Stood for the breaking point. Point Break, on its 2 dates, no matter which one, 710 or 712, you get your 127 in the days, 12705 or 12707 on the 86ing day. Folks, 127 is Tower 1, Tower 2, Tower 7, 9/11. In what order did the buildings fall of the World Trade Center? So South Tower, so it went Tower 2, Tower 1, and Tower 7. But you could put those in any order. And remember that paper airplane hit me in my right eye in that order. That was on 12/17/2021. I documented that on my YouTube channels. And we always use that as a cipher. And wow, looking at these times. 5/21, Tower 7. Guess we got to look at May 21st when it rolls around, huh? But yeah, 12/17 is a fusion of 121 Antichrist and 217, which is the order the towers fell. So we can look one more time at that. Um, I'm sure I've already run it, but 12/17/2021. Oof. To the 80/16 day, there it is. 1/589. 589 is Donald Trump in the Jewish Hebrew Gematria, the most biblical. It's a direct smash hit when that right eye happened. Let's go to. Have I done the bullet building with y'all yet? Here with this new one, the bullet building. Yeah, it's Eve. 8031 is Eve code. How is that? Well, I'm not going to get into it, but that's Eve code. Eve is 2096 in Strong's Concordance. Eve is 710 in the Jewish Hebrew Gematria. And when you spell it out, it's a E, a V, and an E. So in simple gematria, that's a 5225. When you add all three of those together, you get 8031. Here's your 8031. So I'm going to take that as a pretty big deal for the bullet building, where the bullet hits, or the day the bullet hits the clone twin body double. 1147 in the weeks. It's 21 years, 11 months, 27 days. You got your 127 code again. Just, I don't know, man. It's solid. It's big. It's good. All right, let's get back to. That was Point Break. Let's keep going. White Horse comes to Purple Rain. I started running a lot of stuff with Prince. And Prince popped on a personal cipher like I had never seen before. But Prince does have 79 murder on the 80/16 day. It's 24,000, so it's the date of the 24th followed by 793. So it's literal. Prince is literally saying on the 24th, murder. 2, 4, 79, 3 are the days. What more do you need? And there's plenty there and other stuff. You have 7/11, 67 years, 10 months, 17 days. You have 7/11 backwards and forwards. And then when I ran a personal cipher to Prince's death, Yeah, I am more than happy and more than satisfied with everything I'm seeing here. This Prince's death to the event date hit on a personal cipher like I had never seen before, and then that personal cipher. Anyway, Michael Jackson's event, 6/25, 2009. That's Trump's birthday right in it to our event day. Trump's birthday is 614, so it's 6147 because he's 47th president. When you run it to the rising day, it's even better. It's his birthday, 614, fused with 149, which is Antichrist. We just showed you that. I say it every time. I think we got our date. I got two dates floating right now, don't I? So Chris Tucker's Friday, because the event would take place on a Friday. Did y'all know that the film Friday's release date was April 26th, which would be the Rising Day this year? It's the Sunday, the Rising Day. But in that film, it was Friday, which is the event day. And when I ran that date to our murder date, it's 11/3/22. 11/3 code is, One World Trade Tower. This is if you include both dates. Their film was released on a Wednesday. So they're really coding to you because the Wednesday series had woe in every title and all that fun stuff. But if you include both dates as bookends, you have 322 code with 11/3 code. And then it's 30 years, 11 months, 30 days. So you have 311 backwards and forwards as a palindrome. Seriously, people. Seriously, the Dog Star people. Seriously, the Dog Star. The dog went 88 miles per hour. They're just so funny how they just tell you straight up. Now, Sirius the Dog Star rises on August 12th, and there's a total solar eclipse on that day. If if the event is here in March or April or even May, I would think the abomination of desolation then is going to be on August 12th. But if nothing happens when we get to August 10th, that'll be the highest watch day ever. So that would have him rising when Sirius rises on a total solar eclipse. And Donnie Darko rose in that film, Donnie Darko. It was 1988, October 2nd. If we run that to August 12th, it's 138.28, which is Donald Trump in simple gematria, and it's Donald Trump in the English gematria, which is 6 times it. 138 times 6 is 828. And 138 is Donald Trump in simple gematria. I mean, that's either when he's going to rise. Here's 138 times 6. 828. So that's either the abomination of desolation or that's when he rises. Straight up. There's no. It could be the event day, obviously. But on the golf course with Patrick Swayze, Patrick blocked the sun and Donnie rose up on the golf green. I can't believe it's 138 fused with 828. October 2nd spelled out comes to October 2nd. October 2nd spelled out comes to 138 Donald Trump. and 828. Let's go ahead and show you that. Let's just cut to the chase here. So when you spell out October 2nd, there's your 138 and your 828. So it doesn't really get much bigger than that, does it? What we just showed you. October 2nd, 1988, over to the day Sirius the Dog Star rises. And there's a total solar eclipse. I'm like, are you kidding me? Just to show you about the total solar eclipse, when you key in 2026 and hit enter, total solar eclipse, August 12th, 2026. Sirius the Dog Star rises on August 12th. The heliacal rising of Sirius the Dog Star occurs annually in the early to mid-August, generally marking the end of the dog days of summer around August 11th - August 12th. Notice the dormant period is July 3rd, which is when Back to the Future came out. It's when iPad Go was released on Heliofont's YouTube channel the first time. July 3rd over to August 11th is when it's the dog days of summer or when it's dormant. The precise rising day depends on latitude, August 11th - August 12th. That's such a big deal. I can't even begin to tell you what all's going on with that. That's just scary. So when we ran Spectre over to 424, if you include both dates, it's 3834. 3834 days. Because when you look at Spectre, it does have October 26th in the United Kingdom. So there's your October 26th. What's oddly, anybody born on the fusion of 121 and 216, 216 James Bond's car tag, 6 times 6 times 6 is 216, 121 Antichrist, anybody born on 12, 16, 1997, they have 3834, which is how many days it is from Spectre. And they have 424 at the end of the number, which is our date of April 24th. What in the world? I mean, can you believe that? 3834 fused with 424 for the 86ing date. And anybody born on that day. And you're like, well, why don't you run that person's birthday? Okay. Let's do it. 10356. 28 years, 4 months, 8 days. 1,479 weeks. So the 1-4, murder. The 1-4, 79. "28 years, 4 months, 8 days. 103.56. You have to understand that that person has murder code and death code of 38 fused with 83, which is murder, fused with 34, which is murder, all in that number 383424. When you go to the four base ciphers, 38 is death in simple gematria, 38 is murder in reverse reduction, 83 is murder, I think was in one of the four base ciphers. 34 was in what, reduction a while ago when we looked at it? Gematria calculator. Gematria calculator. There's your 34, there's your 83, there's your 38, all of them. 34 is reduction, 83 is reverse, 38 is reverse reduction. It's absolutely mind-blowing to me. Inspector has another release date on 11/6. It's 38/22 on our murder death date. 38 is death, 38 is murder, and 22, of course, District 22 on the bus the Joker drove out. The 22nd prime number is 79, which is murder. If he goes down on 424, let's run everything that we're wanting to look at to this August 12th date. How many days would that be? Well, it's the height of the Twin Towers, isn't it? Yep, sure is. It's the height of the Twin Towers, 110 days to the day of the event. How tall were the Twin Towers? 110 stories. How tall is One World Trade Tower? So 1776. I'm sorry, I don't mean for the dead airspace. I was just looking at all the numbers. Y'all know how I am. I'm a numbers person. Wow. So this is really blowing my mind, isn't it? 12/7, 1965. Never did come up with that one, did I? Can't remember. Personal cipher or what. What else did I have prepped? Personal cipher midpoint. Yeah, just a series of personal ciphers there that I ran. Could tomorrow be the day? Could today be the day on 319? Doesn't look like he's going anywhere. Nothing going to happen today. All right, everybody. I hope you're amazed at everything we looked at. That's mind blowing. Love you.